Hello, and welcome to this week's Warrior Mindset Live. This is the final one of 2021. So, this one is going to be themed around the festive season and ways to protect your very, very precious energy and basically help you to avoid having a festive frenzy meltdown. I'm sure I am not the only one. I do this for a living. This mindset stuff, this is what I do as a job. It's been my background and my life. I live and breathe it. I have still felt myself getting wrapped up and sucked into the news, the what ifs, so I am upping my game personally, and that's what I thought it would be really good for us to talk about this tonight. Be really open about where we're at and how we're feeling, and of course all important ways in which you can begin to protect yourself, your energy, so you are feeling good these festive holidays. So if you're joining us live, say a huge hello. If there's anyone you think could do with seeing this or hearing it, tag them, share it, do whatever you wish. So I'm going to get straight in there. Ways to protect your energy over Christmas and into the new year. So number one, I'm going to recommend that you stick to your hell yeses and you stick to your hell no's. So what I mean by this is we're looking at intuition here. We're going to be really focusing for this first one in particular about tuning into how you're feeling, your gut feeling, your intuition, your inner tutor. Not just what will Mary from reception think if I don't go. We need to be really following how you're feeling, especially with what's going on around us. So if something is a hell yes to you and you're like, do you know what, I really want to do this, I want to see those people, I want to go there, I want to stay at home, I want to go shopping, do it. Really do it. Even if the head then starts going, oh, what if you have that gut feeling of, yes, this is what you've been missing for the last 18 months, more if not longer, and it's just going to be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, maybe, stick to it, push through it, go for it if it's that hell yes. If you have something within you just like categoric hell no, I don't want to do this, it doesn't feel good for me, honor it. There is no time like this present moment for you to be honoring yourself, not doing things for other people, not committing for the sake of committing, not people pleasing, not putting yourself out for the sake of others. Some people would say that's being selfish. I personally believe that when you sometimes feel like that, oh God, am I being selfish? Good. It's taken me a long time to say that personally, but good, because all you're doing there is depletion. If you're constantly giving to other people and saying yes, and then turning around and going, God, they're always taking advantage of me, or why did I just say that? The only person who's missing out there, or the only person who's losing out is you. So start to honor yourself, and something magic happens when we do this. Hi everyone. Something truly magic happens. And that is, people start to see your boundaries. They start to feel your boundaries. And your boundaries as in what you let people... How do you explain in a nutshell boundaries? Your boundaries are basically your hell yes and your hell no's. And people pick up on this energetically. Before I had, on a personal level, before I had strong boundaries, I would constantly get asked about a number of things. The main one would be borrowing money. For some reason, it was just always this thing. Many years ago, can I do this? Can I borrow this? Can I borrow your handbag? Can I borrow this amount of money? And I'm talking, it was a lot of money. can you just drive me here? Do you mind if I do this? Do you mind if we stop doing that? Can we just stop here first before we go and do this? And because they just knew, I'll be like, yeah, that's okay, of course you can. And in my head I'd be like, really? But I just thought that that's what I had to do to be who I am, to be liked, to people please. The moment I started going, this doesn't feel good for me, it's not serving me, no, I wouldn't have to say no. People just stopped asking as much. Happens from time to time. I'm sure it does for everyone. But you don't have to enforce your boundaries as much. It's a really powerful thing. It's very much our energetics. So stick to your hell yes and stick to your hell no's. Hi Tiff. Hi Karen. Kelly, lovely to see you. Okay, number 2. Take breaks. And what I mean by this is just yourself, take some time to retreat, take some time out, do whatever you feel good during the festive season, if you can, if you've got the time there. The other part of the take a break is take a break from the news. If you're someone who watches the news, take a break from certain apps, radio, and dare I say it, dun dun dun, social media. I'm going to be doing it over the festive season and I run an online business. You just, from time to time, have to do that. It's almost like plugging yourself in to recharge. And I have little breaks, the odd weekend, from time to time, holidays. You'll no doubt see I'll just randomly spam a load of stuff on. Life is too short to constantly be there and plugging in and checking in on the world. We have access to the world at our fingertips, whether that is we're ingesting information or we are giving information, and our brains become very quickly and highly addictive to this kind of thing. So if you sometimes think, God, I'd love to switch off from social media, God, I'd love to do that, God, the news is draining me, now's the time. I'm going to give you full permission to own it. Take the time out. Read some books. Draw. Do the things that you've been meaning to do. Clean your wardrobe out. Do the things that you say, I wish I had time to do. Do the self-care things. Go for the walks out in the countryside and up the hill that you drive past every day or you see other people climbing. Go and do those things that you wish you had the time to do. Because when we put those things to one side, we gain a lot of time. A lot of people gain a lot of time whenever they tune out from social media or the news for a bit. And the other thing as well is over the festive season, depending on your circumstances, people like to say, here's my new this, here's how perfect our all in the pajama-y picture in front of the Christmas tree is, where it doesn't look like you were just arguing 5 minutes before and the kid's got pee running down his leg and the dog still hasn't been walked out and God knows what else is happening behind the scenes. We've also got to remember it's a highlight reel. And if we're not in the best place, the mind can run away with it. So be kind to yourself with that. Number 3, and this one is kind of goes with the first one as well, leave when you want to leave. And this sort of came to my mind when it comes to like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Like, if you want to leave somewhere, just leave. Share below, I'd love to know actually. Are you one of those people at a party where you've got to go around to say goodbye to everyone? Do you just go and say goodbye to the hosts and your closest friends? Or are you a secret ninja that just leaves and then maybe drops a message after and saying thank you so much for the best night, but I've gone home? I'm the third one. I'd love to know what you guys are. I'd love to say I go around and say bye to everyone. I'm a ninja. I'm out. When I'm done, I'm out. And if any of my friends from the group, they will be laughing because they will know. And yeah, that isn't, I'm going to say, this is my perception. I'm not doing it from a point of being rude. I will always message the host after all my friends and say thank you for the best night. But for me, the energy and time, like when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. And like, that's it. I don't feel the need. I used to, but I don't feel the need anymore. I'm like, thank you so much. And I'm out of here. Number 4. 4, another great way to protect your energy is crystals. Here's one I made earlier. I didn't actually make this. That would be pretty magic, wouldn't it? But carrying crystals around with you or keeping them close to you, whether they're in their raw form like this or whether they are, the only one I've got is a pendulum, or if they're in a, let's call it like a tumble stone, something that is smooth, something that you can keep in your pocket. And for anyone that's sort of new to crystals, obviously share your favourite crystals below, because I know loads of you are Katie, I'm sure if you've just heard what I've just shared like 2 minutes ago, you'll laugh your head off about me being a secret ninja leaving. You'll know this more than anyone. So the great thing about crystals is they in themselves hold their own energy. And we, of course, emit and hold our own energy. And the beautiful thing about crystals is they are of a very high frequency, and depending on what crystal it is, they give off particular frequencies, hence why they say, for example, rose quartz are great for love, whether that is self-love, attracting love. It's very grounding, it's a very caring, nurturing, earthly, grounding energy. So having that on you, it isn't that is like boom, it's just giving off love, but the frequency of that vibration is the frequency and vibration of how we feel and interpret love. That's probably the best way to describe why crystals are great for healing, why crystals are so powerful when it comes to protecting and supercharging your energy. And then if, I don't know, let's say for example, so that is an example of rose quartz. Another really good one for grounding. If you've got a really big family, let's say, and everyone loves a drink, or it might get a bit loud, or there's a few really good ones, the darker crystals, such as, I'm gonna go with obsidian, black tourmaline. Hematite is probably my all-time favourite for grounding. It's like a really silver, I'm looking around, they're in my thing from the moon ceremony, but it's like a really beautiful silver colour. Almost looks metal, and the darker ones are very grounding, but those 3 in particular would be great to have on you. This is black obsidian. It's beautiful, this. I don't know if you can see it up close. It's got like the pattern in the Buddha hand. So this, for me, we were going out and about today, and we went out for tea, or dinner as some people call it. So I changed my necklace purposefully to go out for dinner, and it wasn't because it looks fancy. If anything, it probably looks a bit odd with this top, but I choose the crystals depending on how I want to feel, what I want to be protected, if I need to be grounded, if I want to feel higher energy. So that is just another thing, if you are open to that. If you want any more info on crystals, just drop me a message, or if you want to know where to get them from, I have some actually as well. Number 5, meditate. This is the ultimate one for energy protection and for feeling good before you go about, whether that is the shopping, whether that is COVID, this next big wave again, like what's going on in the world, that kind of thing. I'm not even going there. Whether it's the family parties, you may feel more alone over Christmas. It may be actually that your family is self-isolated, or maybe your family aren't here. So everyone's going to be feeling really, really different around this time of year. I know my husband, he lost his dad a couple of years ago. Christmas is now a really tough time. We've got the boys, but it's still a really, really tough time. It's a really contrasting energy is probably the best way. So I talked to him about different ways in which he can help himself, and meditating is 100% one of the best ones for it. What I'm actually going to do is share with you, not right now live, but I'm going to share a pre-recorded guided meditation that is an energy protection meditation. One of my favourite quick ones to do is envisioning a bubble of energy around you. And because our mind is so powerful, our mind physically talks to our body, our emotions, our energy. When we envision something around us, in particular around our aura, which is our energy field, just on the outside of our body, which all of us have, whether we're a believer or a non-believer, we still have them. But when we utilize visualization and meditation and actually tap into protecting ourselves through that, it's a really, really powerful way to feel good. And it's like an aura force field. It's like wearing a bulletproof vest for your emotions, for your energy. Let's call it that. The bulletproof vest for your emotions and energy. I think we're all going to need one of those this year. And I'm not sure that's something Santa can bring. So I will provide, I'm going to share with you I'll put it in the group actually, and I'll email it out. So yeah, those are what I would recommend in a quick nutshell, 5 ways to help you to protect your energy over Christmas. So this is officially, maybe I may come live as well actually before, but this is our last Sunday night Warrior Mindset Live of 2021. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here and a part of this community. And it means the world to me. Like, rewind 5-6 years ago, I craved a tribe when I was on my own personal development and spiritual awakening journey. And I flitted from groups and I just never felt like it was encompassing the mental health, the physical well-being, and the spiritual health and connection. And we've created it here, and the sharings that you guys share, the relationships that are built, especially in the Warrior Academy membership, it feeds my soul as well. So thank you so much. And I'm wishing you the most magical Merry Christmas. And I am going to say stay safe, but up here more than anything, utilize the power of mindset and protect yourself. Not just the way that we're being told, follow the guidelines, kids, but also protect yourself in this way as well. It's so, so powerful and important. So have a good one. Speak to you soon. Have a good one, Karen. Oh, I'm so grateful for you too. See you soon.